than chemistry, English, or anything else. So I can relate to Paul's speech. I never got that embarrassed on a football field. So we'll talk about that later. Very good speech, though. I like the way Paul, you opened up the speech, told people what you were going to say, what you were going to do. So we were prepared with your organization and your content. We came out with a nice story, told the story, added some humor into it. And then Paul's speech was on the body language. So he moved about the room very well, demonstrated the punt, which is for you football fans, when the kicker kicks. I'm sorry, Jim. You were right there. Yeah. Anyway, so Paul, you did a great job of using your body to demonstrate the punt. Did a great job of moving around out here, connecting with people. Eye contact was fantastic, so we can all kind of get absorbed into your speech, into your stories. Now, when we talked earlier, Paul asked me to make mental notes of his organizations and how well the speech flowed, the transitions from one topic to another, from beginning to end, and how he would sum it all up. I thought it flowed very well. There were a few things that I would change, though, or would add into it. You did a good job of pointing out how this is a lie, and when David had on the chin, and all the great body movements that communicate. You did reference the person's name, but you did it so fast that you missed that person's name. And at the end, I wish what you would have done was, when we summed everything up, mention that source where you got that information again, because I would have been able to reference that when I was up here evaluating, but it went so fast. A lot of times when someone references information in a speech, you do that for a reason. Some of us in the audience would like to go look that up for further information, or just to check your speech, your honesty, or your facts to make sure they're right. So that's very important to bring that up and make sure that they know it. If it wasn't important, you wouldn't have brought it up to begin with. So again, emphasize that. And that was the one thing I really would have added to your speech, was mentioning that person's name again. Other than that, you did well. You mentioned the Yogi Bear. I like Yogi. I got many of his quotes. But just remember, Paul, 90% of that speech is half mental. So preparing the next speech, you should be mentally prepared. Thank you.